Hello, and welcome to the Wizarding World at Epic Universe 1920s Paris. When entering this portal, you'll notice the Elder Wand being held at the very top of the portal, and that wand is important in both series of movies, Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter. And then you'll notice a time turner, which is more important in Harry Potter, which is a reference to Battle at the Ministry, which I will have a separate video about. This portal is representative of both movie franchises, but the world itself is basically based off Newt Scamander's world of 1920s Paris. So I think first thing off the bat that just overwhelms someone is the scale of this park, and thank God, because Hogsmeade, if anybody's been through Hogsmeade, you know how tight and crowded it can get, and it's just too many people in one area, and even the sheltered area is just like where everybody sits, and Hogsmeade is just overwhelming to walk through in general. And here, compared to even Diagon Alley, which was a bit bigger than Hogsmeade, it's just massive. The scale of this place is huge, and I'm really glad the walk paths are just bigger, and they almost have like their own street and sidewalks, which gives it the illusion of even being bigger. And it's just so much easier with a lot of people here to be spaced out, and there's a bunch of little nooks and crannies where people can go and walk through and just kind of be separated. So compared to Diagon Alley, it's even more massive, and I think it's well done.
This place is massive. It's insane.
And I think they thought it through as far as crowds. It's right amazing to see in person. Like, the scale of this place is just like insane. You feel very tiny.
It's Moot. Oh look! Oh, it's like Cricket.
Oh, it's one of the tree there.
Yeah.
It's like green beans.
It's like Cricket.
One of them picked them up. Where? No, back there. That was so cool.
So I really did enjoy the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them series. I've probably watched the movies 2 or 3 times through, and I love Newt so much, and just like, he's adorable. And the Beasts are amazing, and I don't know, it made Hogwarts Legacy, the video game, just so much better because I understood the characters. And I don't know, I think they handled that very well, kind of blending the two. But at this theme park, I will say this. If you're going to promote the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them through a show, which is amazing, and it's based off of Fantastic Beasts, and also a land, I feel like you should have made a ride about Fantastic Beasts. But maybe that's just me. alleyway. You get to go to the back area of Paris where some of the bad wizards and witches would probably go. Kind of like a Nocturne Alley version at Diagon Alley. And they have some cool things out here to see. If anybody is a fan of Hogwarts Legacy, the video game, when I saw the water fountain with the demiguise on it, I was kind of thinking in my head, there you are, demiguise. You're mine now, demiguise. You know, all the things when you're collecting Mr. Moon's statues for him in the video game came across my head. I don't have the best British accent. It's like, mine now, demiguise. I don't know, maybe. And then I was persuaded to walk into the Goblet Noir. I think that's how you pronounce it. I muted this video because I'm embarrassed to say that he made a joke and I did not get the joke at first, and now I do. He made the joke that, I'm so sorry, we only have 2 broomsticks and a cauldron that works. And when he said the broomsticks one, I didn't even think of 3 broomsticks. It didn't even come across my mind. So that was a joke to that. And then the cauldron, I understood after he said the broomsticks, you know, because the Leaky Cauldron in Diagon Alley. So that was a nod to the other restaurants in the Wizarding World. I feel so stupid because I'm so hell-bent on like videotaping the places, and when people make jokes of me, I'm just like so slow. And it's always the Harry Potter ones, like in Isle of Berk, Gobbler was making the joke about the Ministry and pastures, and I was just thinking about wizards the whole time. Anywho, so I muted that for my own, now I'm telling on myself, it doesn't matter. Anyway, whatever. I got to see the inside of this before when we walked in, and we were looking for a Coca-Cola machine. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you where you can find those, but they're not in there, just a heads up. And this is one of those cubbies where you can hide out from the sun. Again, kind of like I mentioned in the last few videos of Epic, where they have made spots to get some shade. They're not always the most convenient, but honestly, if you need a break, you need a break. So find a little cubby.
so in love with him. He's just so cute. Oh!
An Easter egg is up on this red building. You'll see a picture of a bucket, and the bucket is the port key that Jacob and Newt use to get to Paris when they're doing international travel, and that's just so fun. This is where you can refill your water bottles at this cool fountain. It's not the most tasty water, but it's something. And then you got to check out these toilets because they're awesome. Duh. Ever played Hogwarts Legacy, you will know that there's tents outside, but the inside of the tent never looks like what the outside looks like. So this tent that you go through for Circus Anew is also, word of the day, massive. Again, everything is not what it seems. So as you go through the queue, you're getting an idea of what the circus is about. You go into this room where it almost like tricked me. It really did get me. I thought that was going to be the main show where you're standing, but alas, you will get to sit down for the actual show. So the pre-show, you will be standing in this room. Pre-show is really important to understand what's kind of going on and understand the characters. I was so excited to see that the show was mostly about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, because you get to see Newt Scamander's suitcase, which is so amazing. I loved how they did it. I loved seeing a Demiguise costume. It was pretty awesome. I would say if you're a fan of Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, definitely watch this show. I think they did a really great job, and I had a lot of fun watching it, and 100% I would go back and watch it again. They worked really hard to make this show. Like, the stage and everything, the setup and all the props are just like really good.
Guys, I just got done watching the circus show and the new Harry Potter world, and what I will say is if you are not a fan of Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, you will not appreciate the show. If you're only for Harry Potter, then you won't enjoy that show as much, I don't think. But having some background as to who Newt is and stuff would be helpful to enjoy this land a little bit more if you watch Fantastic Beasts. So if you think you can get a soda at the Ministry of Magic area and the Harry Potter Wizarding World, you will not find a freestyle machine over there. You'll only find Harry Potter drinks. But if you come outside of the Wizarding World and go here, there's a freestyle machine besides that Coca-Cola bottle.
So then we got to see the Wizarding World at night, which was really, really cool. And I'm kind of just living for the parks at night. It would just be so cool if Epic was just like not open during majority of the day and probably opened like later in the afternoon all the way through the nighttime. That'd be pretty sick. Anyway, just enjoy this beautiful video, and then you do get to see some of Jacob's creations of the Beast with his bread from the movie, which I was so honored to have found that because that was so important. I was like, where is Jacob's bread art? And I finally found it. So yeah, enjoy.